It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bears and the Diablos, and it's all up next.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 27, Hurts. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Pierce now up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Holding offense.
They get Cam Robinson the tackle there. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On second down, here's Pierce. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Look at the big man rumble. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Succop's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They go play action with Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hurts. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On first down, Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Mike Gesicki, as the first half is winding down. And the Diablos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, Hurts. Dancing to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And
This is intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it. This is James Robinson to the 27-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And outbounds right around the 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. N'Keal Harry from 8 yards out as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
That's taken in by Callaway. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
A nice little juke.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. N'Keal Harry ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Diablos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all finished off on the touchdown catch by N'Keal Harry. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
And his throw here's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 30 on second down, Purdy. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Open man is Uzama.
Purdy's pass complete to C.J. Uzama. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Throwing again on second down.
Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Thomas Booker on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
A gain of 2 brings up
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.